Let's talk about applesauce, okay? Now, applesauce is a beautiful accompaniment for many dishes, both sweet and savory. Pork, even chicken, and you can make it as fancy or as unfancy as you want. We're gonna make a medium fancy one, but the fanciest thing of all is this, which was invented by some freaking 19th century genius. If you have ever peeled and cored and sliced apples for a pie, you need one of these. Word to the wise, small apples, like organic apples or small apples, work better on these. They're not really designed for those huge honey crisps, you know? Pierce the bottom of the apple with the prongs as evenly down the center as you can. Now watch this. Holy cow! Dude! Look at this. Oh, I'm just gonna rip it apart. So I'm gonna do this to about 5 apples, depending on how much applesauce you wanna make, right? Use really good tasting apples. Make sure you try them as you're doing it because a mealy apple can destroy your applesauce. Now you know how you find out who you're gonna marry? Is you twist this, you go A, B, C. His name begins with C. This is incredible. Oh my God. If I wanted it for pie, I would cut it like this and I'd have perfect half moons. In this case, it doesn't matter. Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, Henry.
Of a Hightower.
I'm not going to make a ton of applesauce for the show. Those are the apples we're going to use. To that, we are going to add 2 large pieces of lemon skin. Now, I've made a mistake, which is that I use this for another thing. And I'm going to try and peel skin, but I don't know if it's going to work. 1, 2, maybe I'll put 3. 3 big pieces that you can find, and then the juice of 1 lemon, or you can put vinegar if you want, a little bit of vinegar, preferably apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna put in a whole nutmeg, easy to find. All of these things you're gonna take out. I'm gonna put in a star anise. Oh, I put 2. I'm gonna put cloves, but I'm only gonna put 2 because I really wanna be able to find them. So I'm picking 2 really intact ones. 1, 2. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of vanilla bean seeds. Okay, so you look at this, right? You're like, how sweet is it? I tasted my apples, so I'm gonna eyeball this. You can always add more, but you can't take it out. And then about a cup of water. And then I'm just gonna boil this until it disintegrates. And then I'm gonna pick out the spices we put in and mash it. So I'm gonna boil this fairly aggressively. I don't wanna be here all day. I'm gonna add a little more liquid. They're almost soft enough to mash, but I'm just gonna do that. Now I'm adding water, but I'm gonna tell you, the cardinal rule in cooking usually is never add water. Always add something that elevates your dish. You know, if it's savory, that's usually stock. If it's sweet, that can be something from lemon juice to honey to sweet wine, sweet masala. And then of course you can always add water, vinegar. But if you can think of something else in your kitchen that's not water, try that first because it brings a little depth, you know. So these are very mashable. So I'm just going to reduce that liquid I just added. And I'm going to taste this to see if it needs sugar. It's really good. Ooh. I think that's processable. There's some liquid, but we're going to need some liquid to mash it. And we can always continue to reduce it after it's mashed. So I'm going to try mashing this. Ready? Turn the heat off. Fish out spices you used. Star anise, very chefy. You might want to save one of these. If you're going to jar this, you put it in the jar. So pretty. Whole nutmeg. And the 3 pieces of lemon, which are going to be really hard to find. There's one. All right, let's try mashing this. Pointless. Buy yourself something called a potato ricer. Don't mash potatoes with this, unless you want them super chunky and rustic. Oh, it mashed. Oh, that's not bad. It's actually really cute. This is great. I totally take it back. It makes little circles. All right, this is absolutely fabulous, and I'm thrilled with it. Now you get a cute jar and let it come to room temperature in the kitchen, and then you can refrigerate it, and it should last for 2 or 3 weeks, I would say 2 weeks for sure. And in a cute jar, it makes a nice present also. I'm gonna try this jar, I don't know. Reggie seems to think it'll fit. I'm gonna put a star anise in the bottom. It will perfume the applesauce. I need a slightly bigger spoon, but this is fine. Oh my God, Reggie, you're totally right. Applesauce. Yeah, Reggie, good girl. It's tart, which means it's the perfect accompaniment for meat, for pork. I'm gonna seal it for camera, but you should let it cool. Applesauce. This one I made happens to be for a savory accompaniment. It's almost like chutney. Applesauce. Of course. Oh, it mashed. Oh, that's not bad. It's actually really cute. This is great. I totally take it back. It makes little circles.